I'm fine. Hello?
Yeah.
It is very cold here.
Wow. Yeah, we just had snow yesterday. For last 2 3 days, we had snow.
Okay.
Have you seen the snow? How the snowfall happens?
Yes.
Yeah. So right now, still snow has not melted. Still, it is on the ground. I guess a few inches is still left. Today is a
So,
good weather, so it's melting gradually. Yes, it's pretty much same as New Jersey, New York, because it is on the same elevation, same height. So, so even the same vegetation, same kind of, if you go to Srinagar, whatever you see, all the trees and everything, exactly the same trees are here. Similar types of all the trees, you will see it here. If you go to Pahalgaon or Gulmarg in the forest, they still have some forest there. See, Srinagar city doesn't have its valley, but if you go to the mountains, same trees are just like uh, on this part of the earth. Yes.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Amarnath, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Fine, sir. Everything is fine, sir.
Good. 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 So I guess the whole India is getting ready for mandir inauguration right now,
Yes,
right? That's the
celebration
top.
for, yes,
That's
celebration for the family, sir.
yeah.
He is waiting for 20.
Hello, Madan. How
Hello.
are you? I don't
I'm
think
good.
I have seen Madan before. Maybe he is regular. He is more regular than I am, I guess.
Good evening, sir. Amarnath, sir.
Uh, Good evening.
So I'm Madan from Bangalore. I'm currently working in an IT company, but I also have a deep interest in physics. So I joined this call to discuss more about it with fellow enthusiasts.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, you are, established professionals, so help the young professionals to come and join. I mean, this is a kind of open field discussion, not only for physics, but actually it is for more for kids as well as for professionals, young professionals who are entering in the field and have to learn how to communicate with people of all walks of life, because that's what you deal with in the modern world. And they are hesitant because mostly we get exposed in one language, whichever state it is. Most of the schools are not yet English medium schools in India, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. I see Mr. Om Prakash.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Little,
Good evening.
yes, sir. Little bit late, sir. Uh, uh, right now, I am go to the with my colleague for the Monday Sri Ram Mandir education. That's why we have event, create some event.
Good.
That's why, uh,
What
that's why
are
we are uh,
what are
the
what are the what are the events you have created?
yes, sir. So some by our the colony, all member are the gather there and organize In the morning we have the one the tent, bring the tent and some the jhandas and some sweets bring and Sundarkand part also.
Uh-huh.
Or in evening same the Ramji Aarti. Then after we are bring and distribute some food like this kheera, oh sira, pineapple
Uh-huh.
sira. Hmm. So
So, Aryan, are you aware that when Ram was born, whatever was the astronomical chart in the sky, that is described in Valmiki Ramayana. So you can Google it and see how was the star that day or night when Ram was born. All the uh, and then many scientists in America and everywhere, they have already, with help of computer science and astrophysics, astronomy, all those things, they have been researching, uh, and they have come up with exact data from. There is one computer scientist, Niles Oak. He is a very good historian too. As per him, actually, Rama's birth is around like 14,000 years. Normally, we have been saying that maybe 7,000 years. So, search Niles Oak. He has written book on Ramayana and all his research, which is pretty much based on computer simulation of astronomical charts described in Ramayana um, by Valmiki. And based on that, he has done a lot of work on this. So it's good to kind of study the ancillary sources also for your interest.
yes, sir. This is a strange thing. And the some Ramji both time. This is Abhijit Muhurat, na sir. Abhijit Nakshatra is there, na. That time Ramji birth, na. This is a
Yeah.
very only the 30 minutes. I think the 30-minute timing for the Abhijit Nakshatra timing. I'm sir. I'm the nine. When I'm in ninth class, then I interest in the astrology. So I that time I in my family one the book is the Sri Mali book. So that time I am not don't about the palm reading. So that I'm the only the reading, three-time reading without knowledge. Three-time reading. Then after we have getting some knowledge. What is the parvat? What is the lifeline, line, plate line? Yes, sir. So then
Okay.
we started the predictions. So my prediction is the God gift. My prediction is the 30% is true. When I prediction to him,
Yeah.
so one day I am going to my Didi gowns. So
Okay.
my Pisa bring his friend. This is my Sala's son, or
Uh-huh.
uh, he's look the palm reading, so you can see him. So that person give me hand. I will look in and that directly I will say him, you have the two wife. Then he's yes. So that time he's silent, है ना? Or whenever we focus on the his nature, anything I will describe him, he go out.
Okay.
Then my pupa, my didi says me, how we can say you? He is the two wife. Like that's it. His line is saying that is my prediction. Yes, one wife is the death and another he's married. Then he has the two wife. So then I will bring the some the confidence. Yes, my prediction is the something is good. Then I will, many book we have the reading the Kiro book and the other astrology book.
Oh,
Same same time after when the session is starting for the astrology, the Janam Kundali bring making the Janam Kundali. Then time I will learning the how to make the Janam Kundali. That time I have realized that in a one nakshatra having the forward
Uh-huh.
and the fourth stage. One is the more one is the childhood, some another is the young, then after is the some the old young, and then after is the very old. If if your birth in the Uttarashad is the childhood time, that your energy is a very high. Or
Oh,
when your birth in the Uttarashad in the young time, then your energy is high, but you are knowledgeable person.
uh-huh.
Then your birth is young, some old young is so then you are some mature person, and then your birth is very old, then you some more where you are decision very late, very delay, but perfected without error. So I
Mm,
daily I analysis that Hannah, how we can that. There
yeah,
Ramji birth, yes, Ramji's birth is the 14,000 years ago. I think so.
yeah,
This,
yeah.
this is
Oh,
this is my prediction. I will analysis that. But
okay.
how
Yeah, that's
time does
what. I'll send the link to Pankaj so that he can share with everybody. Nilesh
uh-huh.
Oak Research. He
Yes,
has been lecturing on this. His calculation is that Ram's birth is about 14 years back, 14,000
so
years back.
yes sir.
Not like
So so yes sir. Then my second query is that Satyug having the 4 lakhs year spent, then Dwapar is that 4 lakhs spent, is the Kaliyug is also 4 lakhs years spent. So how it is? If the Dwapar is the only the gone the 5,000 ago years, then how we can any matlab
yes.
astrologer is says that the 4 lakhs years ago in the, I don't think so. This age calculation is different type. I think so. So I analysis that what is the analysis, how we can say that the Kali Yuga spent the 4 lakhs years, then then the Satyug also created, or Kalik new avatar is coming in the Kalik avatar. So it is strange for me. So I analysis in my mind is how is possible. So
Talking about Avatar, I have declared Modi ji Kalki Avatar.
uh, sir,
Pankaj,
you
Pankaj, send my
you
the
you sir lap,
region.
Sir, Modi ji is Kalki avatar, no doubt,
I
because
have sent Raj
yes, sir,
because
I've seen, sir, Amarnath, sir, I've seen that, sir. Sir,
because he has fulfilled all the three requirements.
हाँ
The
sir,
pre-
Treta Yuga is the 3,600 old year. And at that
Mm,
time, Ram birthplace was Ayodhya. Since 500 years, in this Hindus people are fighting. And no temple, nothing that. Lots of you have seen the incidences at that time. When Babri Masjid
okay,
was demolished, at that time, lots of people was died in UP. 80%, 70% was the Marathi people, Shiv Sena. So
I know, I know.
20% was the Gujarati people, 10% UP people or Bhaiya people, Bihar and UP people. All were shot dead in that river. The blood was
Yeah,
everywhere. The Mulayam Singh Yadav was the culprit. Entire world knows it.
yep,
Today Narendra Modi has done officially, legally. We salute him. He is
yeah,
really Kalki avatar.
yeah, yeah. So, Aryan, Aryan. We are talking here about astrology. I know you are more interested in astrophysics, but it is good thing to know about astronomy, astrology, because they are all ancillary sciences. Uh, please mute yourself. I don't know whose TV is on. Om Prakash, I think it is
oh,
your
oh,
TV is on. Please mute
oh,
yourself if
oh,
you're not
oh.
talking. Yeah, thank you. If you talk, then raise hand, or you can just open it, but close the TV. So Aryan, what we are talking, I can tell you one example. In India, in Bharat, if you go to any village, our what you call pandits, they can look at the charts and they can tell you when is the Chandra Grahan and Surya Grahan. They can tell you when is the next Chandragrahan, Sursgrahan, and they are exact. They will tell you exact timing when is that going to happen. But if you come to United States or London, you cannot get it in the street. You have to ask that to the Weather Channel, or NASA, or people who know, only they can tell you by their calculation that when is the Chandragrahan and Suryagrahan. So the point I'm trying to make is that no science is perfect. Everything is evolving. Even the physics is evolving, as you know, right? The chemistry is evolving. Similarly, all these ancient Indian astrology and Indian astronomy, they had a very good start. Of course, we could not continue research and development on that science, and that is why we kind of stopped. And then, because of the foreign invasions happened, we discontinued. We had a very good start. We started research and development in the area of astrophysics, but we could not continue because then India was invaded by foreign countries and everything changed. So it's the point is that it's learning everything is good, not simply focus on only one thing. Learn about associated things as well.
I think Aryan is mute and some his technical issue. I think so. Pankaj, some your voice is not clear and something your.
Hello.
Yeah, now is okay. Now is okay.
Okay. So, Madanji, you have any question? You want to?
Uh, no, not right now, sir. Although I was maybe curious about, is there any documented evidence of astronomy, like the planetary positions that have been recorded during the Ramayana era, maybe 1400 years or more ago? So, is there any documented evidence of that?
So, I
Ambassador,
think
need your input. Any document for the era of the Satyug and the Treta Yug.
no, Amarnath, sir. Hello. I think regarding document, it's a Ramayana. Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana is it's a old. After this,
In
we
the
are going.
Jyotish Shastra, what I have heard is there is a lot of mathematics, ancient mathematics, and I want to explore. I want to understand what kind of math they use there. And there is a basic mathematics I also heard. So I'm curious to understand what kind of mathematics they have used, and maybe I would like to understand those mathematics. So, just like any science, nothing is perfect, right? Everything is evolving. So, our forefather or our rishis, they really tried in every part of the science. Like for example, mathematics. There is bunch of work, and that's why zero was discovered there. Pi was discovered in India. Now, although we all say that Euclid is the geometrian who did all the geometry which we study in high schools, but actually they all were done long time back in India. All the geometry theorems, everything was already established in India, and it went from India to the other countries. Um, by trade and by other things, and other people they just republished in their name. That's all they have done. And since India has been a not very strong country, so we have not been able to reclaim those things, but actually the credit should be given to India for all those research. Similarly, you see that Sushrut was he started all the medical science and surgery, uh, astrophysics. There is a plenty of work, and in astrophysics, they were able to calculate distance of sun, life of this planet Earth. I mean, it's amazing the time scale they have. But I'm not full knowledgeable about all those things, and so there is. We should not simply say that Indians didn't do anything. There has been a lot of work in all physics. Uh, if you take the basic physics, like which you learn in your eighth, ninth class, like science class, what is like padarth, solid, liquid, gas, those kind of stuff, basic gravitational laws, they all were known, and our one of the philosophy we call it is by Sheshik. Kanad Rishi is the propounder of that. And when I was reading some slokas of that, if you look at it, that is the all the basic physics we know. Basically, he described in that book, and there was a name of the book. I'm forgetting what is that one. I was surprised that why we don't consider him a physicist rather than considering him a philosopher. And he gave the basic concept that all the matters are made of atoms. So basically, he is one of the very first atomic physicist, like Mallikji, who thought about all those. He said that there are atoms. This is nothing but atoms. All atoms can be joined. They can be separated. There are laws governing them. He came with um, how the atoms, when they collide, how they attract each other. I mean, it's amazing how much work he had done. But uh, since we have been kind of our brain washed, we think that everything is coming from the West. We cannot discover, or we have not discovered anything in India. So that's why, I mean, educated people in the West, they they give credit to the ancient Indians, and they are learning Sanskrit to figure it out how they could do all those things. And so I encourage all of you to, in a leisure time, don't discard in Indology. Whatever is your test, read about ancient text. May it be the whatever field you like, whatever is your interest. And to do that, you should have a passion to learn Sanskrit. In Europe, the highly cultured class or intellectual class, what we call it, they are expected to learn Latin. because Latin is the source of most of the European languages, as you know. Similarly, Sanskrit is our source of all the modern Indian languages, except the southern couple of languages, I guess, Tamil, and especially, and it has our all forefathers for thousands and thousands years. Their work is stored there, and they were scholars. They were not, you can call them like modern day professors. They were all the rishis. They did meditation, and through meditation they came with calculation, deduction, just like we do in modern science. So it's very, and that's why now there is a modern scientist like Niels Oak. He is using the modern science and ancient Indian science, and then coming to conclusions and sharing with us. So I'll send you some of his works. You can also research. Niles Oak is his name. He is he has done a lot of work on Ramayana, especially, and Mahabharata both. Basically around the astronomical charts, and he is lecturing all over the world right now on those kind of things in his free time. So I don't know much about nakshatras or all that. Actually, I am curious myself to learn about all those things, but maybe we should invite somebody, Pankaj, who knows about all those things. We can talk in English, the basic astronomical charts which we use, or astrological charts we use in Bharat. Find some
Sure, sir.
Jyotish.
Sure, sir. Yes,
Jyotishji.
yes. Yes, 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 sir. Next Saturday I will try, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Rajji, how are things in Bombay?
Bombay, all is good, sir. All is good. Everyone house flag. This Ram flag. There is a crore rupees business has done. Doing the flag hosting of the Ram. Everyone is saying कि 500 note currency should also come in place of Mahatma Gandhi Ram temple, Ram photo and Ram temple behind side. It is a, there is a every Ramamay Mumbai. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
Are you hearing me? Akshat distribution has done. In every flat of Mumbai, Ayodhya Akshat has come. In our society has also come one day night, 9 o'clock. All the society people has come in my house also. When the rang the bell, they open. They have given one lady was there. Akshat, it is Ayodhya. They tomorrow is a holiday, official holiday entire Maharashtra. Monday. Entire Maharashtra there is a holiday. And Reliance is the biggest group of in India. All offices will be closed. All company will be closed on Monday. Reliance has celebrated, and central government has given half day, something up to 2:30. Country of Mauritius has also announced its half day leave. Country of Mauritius has announced half day leave. Amarnath sir, are you hearing me, sir?
I'm listening. I'm listening. Continue. Good.
This is it. I do not know about the US, but they had also invited the US also. They can see the live, entire world can see the live, yeah, 12 o'clock, something 12 o'clock. There is Ram Murti Pratishthan, something at that time. Entire world
Yeah.
can see. Narendra Modi
Okay.
is just on fasting and doing all the brath, everything is that. All the system, whatever the Pandit and Jyotish has told him, all thing
Yeah.
he is doing at this moment. Narendra Modi in south tour, and just temple, every temple is moving.
I see. Very nice.
Most 90% he should come. People are saying only south people is Congress party na entire, language who speaks the Hindi, they all give the vote to Narendra Modi.
But do you know that South is the Pakka supporter of Sri Ram more than the North? That is another part. When it comes
And
to worship, we are in the North, we worship Krishna more than Ram. But in the
like,
South, it is Ram worshipped more.
you are right, sir,
Everybody.
you are right, but seen at the time election what happened. Election, as you are sharing the Indian history, all the physics and everything comes from India. India is also this election. US is doing election. London is doing election. All country as election founder. Where from founder? Democracy. Bihar, Vaisali district. Vaisali district is the mother of
Yeah,
democracy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir. I know that, sir. Lichvi Sasan, sir. Is the great, sir.
yes.
हाँ
Great. Yes,
पूरा
sir.
पूरा विश्व वर्ल्ड जो है द इंटायर वर्ल्ड दे फॉलो दैट या सिस्टम टुडे तो इंडिया का तो एवरीवेयर एवरीवेयर इंडिया इज फॉलो ना एवरी पीपल समटाइम आई वाज इन इटली वन पीपल आर आस्किंग मी हु वाज अ सूप who was this Vaisali, how humble, how you come to know. Then about election, he has shared me. He was going through the people who the eager to know, eager to have knowledge. They share. They automatically they will reach over here. They were asking also, oh, what is the ganja? So, well, no, it is not ganja. Ganga river. At that time, I remember those days.
Pankaj sir?
Yeah, Ganga, not, yeah. They cannot pronounce. The Britishers were. That's why, when we read in the English books, we see Ganges, but we should not be saying Ganges. We should always say Ganga.
Yes.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
see that in
Aryan,
India.
Aryan, something tell.
Go
Pankaj
ahead,
sir, when
go
will
ahead, Aryan.
Malik sir join?
What you are
When will
saying,
Malik
Aryan?
sir join? When will Malik sir join?
Oh,
Mm, mm,
Malik sir will join.
no.
yeah. Well, why don't you send him a text? Tell him that Aryan is waiting for him to answer some of his questions.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
So,
I sent a message.
Madan ji, I have a question for you.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
When you pass light through a prism,
Yeah.
why do we see seven colors then?
So you're talking about the number. Why not more colors, or why does even light even split into these colors?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so basically, visible light is composed of lights of different wavelengths, right? So when it passes through a prism, you know what happens when light passes through a prism? Like, what are the phenomena that happens when light passes through a prism?
Your voice is not audible.
Madan ji, can you rejoin?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Sometimes it's a technical issue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That happens. No, this is a very good question, Aryan. So let's see. Yeah, you should start like basic questions of basic science, which many of us can answer. When you become very specific, then only Malikji can answer your questions.
Hello,
Yes.
I'm audible
Yeah,
now.
it's better. Yeah, please
Mm.
continue.
Yeah, so the reason why light splits up into different white light when it's passes through prism, it splits into seven colors, right? So as you know, white light consists of seven wavelengths for this Vibgyor
Ye-
spectrum, right? Seven different wavelengths. So red has the highest wavelength there, and which is the one which has the lowest wavelength? Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
The which is the color which has the lowest wavelength in the visible spectrum?
Uh, I don't know about it.
So that is towards the blue end of the spectrum. Okay, so
Okay.
that has the highest wavelength, and red has that has the lowest wavelength, and red has the highest wavelength. So what happens is a prism has a different refractive index, correct, than air. So the speed of each wavelength depends on it varies along with the medium. Okay, the refractive index of the medium is different for light of different wavelength. So when white light passes through a prism, right, the refractive index of the prism is there, right? So it causes the change in bending of the light. So the highest wavelength light travels the slowest in the medium. So the highest wavelength light, that is red, right, that travels slowest in the medium, and the one with the lowest wavelength travels the fastest. So because of difference in speed, there is a difference in bend of the light in the refractive medium, and hence we can see white light getting split into 7 components.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Hello, good evening to
evening, sir.
everyone. I think, yeah, please carry on. Yeah, it's very nice thing.
Yes, sir. Mm, Malik sir,
Yes, Aryan.
sir, I have a question for you. When we
I,
get near,
I hope it's not a very hard question.
when we go near to a black hole, why does time stops?
Oh my God, is one of the very hard questions. No, this time is a very relative thing. So, for example, I will tell you the time. Suppose if you theoretically, if you put the clock on your head and if you put the clock on your leg, the way the time moves will be different. Of course, it's not measurable, but so everywhere the time is different. The way it moves depends on that. Now, there the gravitational force is so high, so the acceleration is there. So the time related to that, which is a static object, will be different. And almost when it goes near the black hole, no, the time almost ceases. People say that if something enters the black hole, the time almost stops. Yeah, this comes from the theory of relativity, actually, basically, I mean, which, uh, uh, yes. So, well, have you read a little bit about the theory of relativity? Do you understand it?
Yes, sir, but not what you call exactly. I have read it.
Hmm.
I have read it.
No, so do you know that why the time is different for different frames of reference? Why it is necessary? How did people find it out? Why did Einstein have to make such a theory actually?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you in very short. It's very simple actually. Suppose when you are traveling in the train, no, so the suppose and there is another train which just by your side moves.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, suppose your train moves and the other train is static, but you will feel that the other train is moving, isn't it? Have you noticed it? When you go in a train, you will find that. So you think that you are static, the other train is moving. Now let us see another situation. Suppose one train is going in east direction, other train is towards east, and another train is coming from the west direction towards the east. So the man who is there in the train which is going to east, when he measures the velocity of the other train, he'll find that the velocity has got added up. Means he will think, suppose the other train is moving only 40 kilometer per second, let us say
Yes.
per hour. But when he measures it, he'll find it is actually 80 or 90 kilometers
Oh,
per hour, let us say.
Am I very
I
clear,
think,
Aryan?
oh yes.
Suppose you are in the train and you will feel that you are static, you are not moving, but the other train is moving faster.
Oh, it's like there is no such thing as absolute stationary.
That is true. That is true. But what happens is that suppose I am traveling in a train A, which is moving at 40 kilometers towards you, and there is another train which is coming from your side towards me at 50 kilometers. Now,
Yes.
if I measure the speed of your train, I will add up 40 plus 50, 90 kilometer per hour.
Okay.
But actually, you're moving only 50 kilometer per hour. But I
Yeah.
will add it up. So they thought that the light which travels, suppose suppose you are traveling in a train which moves at some, let us say, very high speed, let us say 1,000 kilometers per hour. So if the light also moves with that, if you put a torch, then if you measure the light theoretically speed, it will add up as it was adding up in the train case. Now, in this case, they found that no matter what you do, the speed of light never increases beyond 1,80,000 kilometers per second. That is 3 lakh meters per second. This was something which, confused minds of the scientists, that why it is so that in case of light, the speed of light never increases beyond that. So the riddle was solved by Einstein. He said it is the time which is not an absolute thing but a relative thing, and it's because of the that relativeness of the time, the speed of the light remains constant. Well, I think I'm not very. Have I made it clear, Aryan?
Yes, sir.
Time is a very relative thing and depends on the frame of reference. And when the gravitational force is extremely high increases, you will find that they came to a conclusion. The time moves slower and slower and slower. In case of black hole, the gravitational force becomes so high that almost it ceases. Time stops.
Yeah.
Sorry, by the way. So, I mean, nobody has gone near a black hole till now, but this is what is expected.
Yes.
And we now, once you read this about that, how the velocity of light was measured and why they found that it is always constant. So then we can discuss a little bit more. But a very good question.
Thank you, sir.
Mrityunjay, you have anything to say about this question?
Sir, in general terms, gra- uh, uh, time slows down in high gravitational areas. Suppose time slow here runs slower on Earth than if you go to space. So you'll
Hmm.
age a bit more seconds earlier and faster if you go to space than that you age on Earth. So in black hole, due to the huge amount of gravity, time almost stops. Looks like it stops, but it doesn't. So from for our outside viewer, it will look like a object falling into the black hole, will redshift and it will stop. But you will be continuing with your journey. So time won't stop there, but it slows it down extremely. This process is called gravitational redshift.
Now, so, okay, lensing is so one example, one what you call the corollary of this whole thing is that suppose I measure, I'm standing on the earth. So if I put the clock on my leg and if I put clock on my head, both watches will be running differently.
Yes, sir, but some milliseconds difference.
No, not
So
me.
no
The
difference.
difference is very small. It cannot be measured. Till now, nobody has been. But theoretically, I mean, the clock will be different.
Yes, sir. But I think it
That's
was measured by using some airplanes, right? Some airplanes where place atomic clocks into airplanes,
yeah.
and
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. You're correct. With the aeroplane, because then the difference becomes sizable, measurable. But in case of
yeah,
head and the leg, till now
it's not
nobody has
that much.
measured. But in theory, it is possible.
Yes, yes,
The clock at the leg will be running slower compared to the clock on the head.
yes. So head is older than leg.
Yeah. I'm not able to see that there are some young and new people are there. Om Prakash ji, where is? Hello, Om Prakash ji. Pankaj ji, this Om Prakash ji has joined
Yes,
us.
sir. Yes, sir. Last time also joined with
Yeah,
his kids. His kids reading the standard
yeah, yeah.
nine something.
His kid was there. So where is his kid now? Is today he
Om
hasn't
Prakash
joined.
ji, please unmute. Om Prakash ji.
Sir, some of the mute is disabled. So, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Uh, Sir, my kid is in front me, and she is go out some a few seconds. Uh, she is right now preparing for the examination. The examination start on the 9th February. So right now he is preparation on the examination.
Oh,
Yeah.
अच्छा ऐसे.
Yes, yes, sir. Sir, my small son is having some of the questions. A lot of time he is asking me why you not conduct my meeting, involve my in a meeting. So I asking you, you are very short child, so you are telling in Hindi and something you other things you telling. That's why
So your younger son is in which class?
first class, sir.
Oh my God, class one, you mean to say?
Yes, sir. He is a YouTuber, sir.
In class one, he is. Oh my
Yes,
God.
sir. He's a YouTuber. Yeah, daily one or two or three video and download and upload in his YouTuber. Right now, in the few last the 6 or 7 months, he stopped his activity. But he's question is a very strange. One day he asking me, yes, father, 2024 is coming, but where is the gone the 2023? So that why specialist. Yes, it 2023 is gone, and 2024 is coming, but where is it gone? 2023. Uh, another question he asked me, where is my age is the 11. Right now I am the 8 years old. So what is doing my 11 age? Uh, so, so
Oh
I
my God,
especially
very difficult questions your son is asking. So he is going to become a scientist.
I thought he's a he's a creativity guy, but he does sir either some the logical questions he's a become a 11 years old is in future. Like his
Mhm.
question, what is he doing? 11 is my 11 years. My is positioning. What is he doing there? Uh, so
Acha, very good.
how we can know? How we can know to what he is doing 11 years old? My son's name is Basu and his school name is Vedant.
Oh, very good.
Yes, yes. I'm some the astro guy, so I saw naming is depend upon the astro naming. So that's why. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right now is a meeting. Yes, Basu, tell me in
So
Hindi.
Naveen has asked that what is the diameter
Bol,
of the
bolo,
Milky
bolo.
Way
Namaste, uncle.
galaxy?
Bolo.
Namaste, uncle.
Yeah,
Namaste.
something telling Vasu. His name Vasu. Home name Vasu. Bolo.
Oh, hello Basu, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
बोल बोलो ना
ठीक हूँ.
जोर से बोलो
ठीक हूँ.
और कुछ पूछना है
अच्छा
सर से? हाँ? पूछो कुछ भी, पूछो कुछ भी पूछो। हाँ?
Chal, how are
yes,
you?
How are
yeah,
you?
I'm fine.
How are you?
हम्म,
Yeah, I'm very fine.
और चाइना के बारे में, उससे स्पेस के बारे में कुछ पूछना है? स्पेस के बारे में, चंद्रयान फोर फोर के बारे में नहीं पूछना है? रसिया रसिया यूक्रेन यूक्रेन के बारे में अभी नहीं पूछना है।
मुझे जानकारी
हाँ?
मुझे जानकारी है।
तुझे तुम्हें तुम्हें है पता है क्या हो रहा है रसिया यूक्रेन में?
फाइट
क्यों हो रहा है? अच्छा,
क्योंकि यूक्रेन नासा का साथ दे रहा है।
किसका?
नासा का
रसिया के साथ दे रहा है यूक्रेन क्या?
नहीं, नासा।
नासा के साथ, नासा के साथ साथ दे रहा है। अच्छा अच्छा।
Acha, Naveen ji is having a question. What is the diameter of the Milky Way galaxy? Now, Naveen
Yeah,
ji, I just often don't remember it. If you just Google it, you will get it because that
yes,
distance is measured.
yes. Actually, a question for audience, sir. So,
Oh, Aryan has
Yes.
a question. What is?
Sir,
Hello.
I just wanted to know what's the halo effect. I have read somewhere, but in that book it was not what you call defined exactly.
No, no,
Halo
I,
effect.
I also don't know what it is. Why, to which are you referring? Halo effect.
Sir, I read from a book. I don't know.
Maybe I'll just look up and then answer this question of yours. Now, Rajji has a question.
Yes, sir. Sir, hello effect is the
Yeah.
management word, not this scientific word. Hello effect is the buttering of bosses. Hello effect in the management it is a buttering of bosses. How to get promotion? How, hello, sir. How you the bosses'
No,
wives, bosses this is known as hello effect in management word. Huh,
No,
sir.
no.
This is the truth.
Actually, I do not know what Aryan is referring to. See,
Uh,
sometimes you will see moon with a halo, actually.
that I don't know.
So,
Management word.
yeah, yeah.
I'm about from engineer. I'm MBA also, sir. The MBA
Hmm.
there is a hello effect is very famous word. You are failure in hello effect. That's why your promotion is not done. This is truth, sir. You go through the Google, you can do that. This is truth.
Yeah,
That is
but
also maybe the related to halogen or maybe related in technicality, but management in hello effect is very famous word.
yeah, but in science, sometimes you
Hmm,
see a moon with a halo, and that's
uh,
because caused by the atmosphere.
hmm,
Actually,
hmm,
it
hmm,
has nothing to do with the moon, but it's the nature of the atmosphere actually. But
sir,
I'm not
sir.
sure which one Aryan is referring to.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So maybe I'll look up into the book and then tell you, Aryan. Are you referring to the astronomical halo effect?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so this I will tell you. I exactly don't know the answer right now, but it is mostly caused by the light. Light also gets affected by the gravity, so it bends.
Oh,
This is one very interesting thing about from the theory of relativity that light also gets affected by the gravity. And now it is confirmed that it really happens.
sir,
But
and
for yes,
there was one more type of effect
yes.
mentioned there, a pyglum effect. I think I do not remember the spelling. Uh,
How do you spell it? Pi?
pyglum effect.
I do not know really. I think you will have to read and give me the answer actually.
So wait, I will post in the. So these are the spellings.
Oh, Pygmalion effect.
Yes.
Yeah, I have heard it, but right now I'm not able to recollect. So I'll look up
Oh,
and answer you next time.
okay, sir.
And we have Pankaj ji, we have one gentleman whose name I am not able to see. We have Nabeen ji, Mrityunjay, Om Prakash ji, Raj ji, Aryan, and Amarnath ji. He is quiet today. So we
Yes,
have one
and
more
one
gentleman.
Mrityunjay. Mrityunjay.
Mrityunjay, I can see, but there is one. It is written Nabeen and one other. How to
Yes,
recall?
one other is Pankaj. Is
Pankaj, we
into
always.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I am
okay,
also
okay.
joined with my mobile for sound.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Pankaj is also joining as a Kalki avatar. So that's why he has two numbers.
हाँ सर for this our Mithilanchal is a Kalki avatar. He's a arranging get together everyone the weekly. That is very nice and very helpful man.
Oh, no, no. Rajji, in the newspaper, it has come today that there is someone, a sadhu has told that
Hmm.
Modi is Kalki avatar.
And that's
Hey,
sir, this is the truth. Our
hey, I,
Hinduism was
I
under jail in this Hindustan due to this Congress, and now due to this Kalki avatar. Now this is a great festival in India. Monday, entire Maharashtra has given holiday. Maharashtra holiday. Share market was open today, first time. Saturday it was open share market, and Monday it is a closed. Never Saturday, Sunday always closed. But today share market was open. समझे सर so this is the truth and I have seen that to Monday
this
it is
is
a
the
close due
first
to
time.
this. Yes
Yes, this
sir.
is the first time is Saturday is open the market, sir.
हाँ मार्केट ड्यू टू दिस राम मंदिर का प्रतिष्ठान
Yes,
that is
Monday is
everyone
closed.
sub everyone the flag every house flag every the Ayodhya entire flat there is Akshat has come so we are thinking now Hindu country we are staying nowadays thinking earlier it was a different if you speak anything the Muslims
Uh,
also this side.
sir,
oh,
I am sharing my experience. Last Sunday, I have conducted the Akshat event, and some
Hmm.
we have the some the Sangis RSS persons, 4 or 5 persons.
Hmm.
We are go to door every meet to every
Ah.
family and give to
Hmm.
him Akshat. One family come and bring in his home and give me the water and touch my feet. Sir, this is a really, sir, very expensive.
Here also, same
Yes,
way.
yes, sir.
so
His father, his child touch my feet,
Hmm.
and sir, my become some the answer in my eyes. That is
Sir,
time. I
earlier it was our culture. Earlier it was our
Yes, sir. I am
culture.
not a good
Sadhya
guy.
sanskar. But we all have
Yeah, yeah.
forgotten all these things.
That time I am not a
Hmm.
good guy. I am not a soul person, but
Hmm.
he's a trust. He's a trust.
Hmm.
I am doing some special work, sir. That's
Hmm.
why, sir. This is a strange and great, sir. Great, sir.
so I
Chaturanga sir,
had
what about Chaturanga sir? In Calcutta, it is closed on Monday.
No, it is not closed.
It is open everything. Government also.
Yeah, yeah. Government is open that day.
Um,
Mamta
Mamta
Mamata
sir,
Banerjee
Banerjee is a
will.
Muslim lady. Basically, is
नहीं
a
sir,
Bangladeshi.
Mamta sir event, Mamta create event chi.
She's very bloody lady. Bangladeshi है ना.
Mamta is
yeah.
going to start a rally from Kali Mandir.
Hmm.
So where all the religious leaders will be there, and they will take out a rally. I do not know the time, but it seems people have been asked not to go into that area in the morning time.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So guys, I had written a satire which I had shared with some of you. I don't know if you shared with many of you. Have you seen my?
Hmm.
Have you read that dialogue between Aghori Bawa and Bhogi Bawa, which I wrote?
Sir,
What
I
You
have
was
have.
read it.
Amarnath
How
ji,
many of
why don't you expand it here?
Explain, sir.
oh, oh, you have read it? Okay, good. So uh, it is a satire on the current situation. You should read it. I think then I want to ask you guys what you think about it. So that's one thing I wanted to say. And in that same process, I'm using Aghori Baba and Bhogi Baba. The name is two just imaginary names for having discussion. So I have another satire which I just wrote and sent to some of you. So here I'll read. This is very small. Dear all, Aghori Baba and Bhogi Baba got a dream where all devas came with folded hands and asked them to declare name of 10th avatar. Kalki avatar is none other than Modi ji. Sri Modi ji has fulfilled all the requirements. Number one, age of mechanization and mass consumption is here. Number two, he has re-established Sanatan Dharma. So, Dharma Sanstapnaya Yuge Yuge requirement is also complete. Third, there is a peace in this world and all the lokas. So, all jivas are happy. So, based on all the fulfillment of the three requirements, Modi ji is the Kalki avatar, and so please going forward from January 21st, put a picture of Modi ji next to Buddha, because Buddha is our previous avatar. So far we hang in the picture up to Buddha. Now we need to include Modi ji too. This is what I. This is satire, but that is what it is.
But Amarnath ji, there is one. You said that there is peace all over the world, but what I am finding is that the world is at the edge of a third world war.
I mean, these kind of little bit of skirmish will always continue, even in the
No,
Rama's
no,
age.
actually, you see that North Korea, South Korea, China, Taiwan, Pakistan, Iran, there Israel, and then this Hamas. Yeah, I mean, it is this. I mean, this is. I don't know. And then Ukraine, and Russia, and now
Yeah.
Sweden. Sweden is a country. They haven't fought a war since last 200 years, but
Okay.
now they are preparing for a war.
Against whom?
They imaginary. They think Russia will attack them, so they are now
Yeah.
preparing for a war.
So
Russia has threatened them. But Bhadwali, this is the truth. Russia has threatened them. Don't help that to Ukraine. Sweden is helping now Ukraine.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah.
That's why he is threatened. That's why he is very much afraid and scary. And he is preparing Sweden. That's why Sweden is preparing.
So Sweden is a country, even in First World War and Second World
Ah.
War, they
Hmm.
remained neutral. They said they
Ah.
are only both the sides, so they never took
Hmm.
part in any war. So
Hmm.
they don't know, their military doesn't know how to fight also. So now they are
yeah.
training the military that how to fight.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, yes,
Malik
sir.
ji,
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
okay.
2009, I was went in Sweden, Boras city. The Swedish guy is a very, very cool guy, sir. Very cool guy.
Yeah, they do not know how to fight, they
But
cannot take up a
but
war.
but sir, they established the refugee in Irani, Iraqi. They have the damage his in culture. That time I will feel that there na.
That is why they are
So
waking up.
that's why they are don't trust with the Asian guys. We are going to there and the Indian guys, but you don't trust with the Asian guys. He's a very bad things about the Indian guys. Also 2009 time, sir. I I I
Okay.
I, I I was there and spent the 4 months there. That time I feeling that, sir.
Oh, they
So
think that yes, Indians are not good, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He says that the Asian guys are not good, including the Indian also. But
Yeah.
many the good person is the knowledgeable person. He has the good knowledge. Then he respect to Indian guys. Balochistan is their skull also. He is a think about the Indian guys. He is a god, sir. One Balochistan is meet me. You are the great guy. Hindus as a god, sir. Balochistan is the feeling that, sir. They also the refugee guys, but Irani, Iraqi, Pakistani is good, is not good. They have purchased the one the laptop, and another day is go to shop and saying them this laptop having some scratches. Why you are giving me the faulty laptop? So that time Swedish guy, okay, sorry, this is my fault. I will give you another laptop. Please, you have take the faulty laptop and the new laptop. Then Pakistani guy is happy. Okay, we have the go to the two laptop in a one price. So they have the cheating there. They have doing some of the cheating. The Swedish guy, but they're the very honesty guys. I think so. My friend purse is missing in a bus. His credit card, lot of things. 2 days after, his purse submit those to my company HR because his ID in a purse. So after the 3 days, HR inform me, hi Ajit Jha, please come. Your purse is finding, and you please bring it. So how we can? So some guys have to find your purse and submit the HR company in Ericsson. I was in the Ericsson companies.
Oh, I
So
see.
Yeah.
that time my experience is that she's established the good culture. So there, the European country making the good culture, but now the establish the refugees. Now that time the damage his cultures.
I mean, in first to answer that basic question which Malikji asked, uh, as long as Malikji there are two people on this planet Earth, fight will continue. So if you think that there will be absolute peace, it will never happen. So we were talking earlier about relativity. It's all relative terms. So I guess uh, I think it's better word, but yes, I mean interest. Class of interest is what is causing all these issues, right? I mean everything is because of that. So that will continue. Now talking about Indians in the overseas, yes, I mean we have good name and we have also bad name. Yeah, I tell you examples here. Yeah, some examples from this country. Let's see which one I can which one I should say. Yeah, I have a Afro-American friend. She's a scientist and chemist, and she was telling the story that she sold her house in New Jersey one time few years back. So the reason she cited for selling her house was that initially her community was true American community, like some mostly the white people and then some black people and few others, and then slowly Indian started buying into that community, and then there was a time when Indians became 50% of that community, and then gradually all the white people and black people they all sold their house, and then it was bought by Indians only. So uh, there we blame the Bangladeshi. This is the same thing they do in London right now, exactly the same pattern. They pick a area and then slowly make it a colony of the Bangladesh. We do the same thing in other countries too. I don't know, knowingly or unknowingly we do that one. So that happens. But I have seen also multicultural where Malik ji has visited me in Phoenix. There were all walks of people. I had neighbors who was a Japanese. My next door neighbor was Chinese. My front person was American. My on my left there was a European family, like that. I mean, you had from almost like 20 nationality, 50, 60, 70 house, and almost you can name it 50 countries, people from 50 countries in that neighborhood. That's how it was. So it is good and bad. I think it's Indians have mixed baggage, and some things they do, which is kind of like recently. Have you guys heard that the two planes which was trying to go to Nicaragua to France, they stopped it, and they found that two planes full of Indians, they were trying to illegally enter America, USA, through Mexico. And then that plane was supposed to go to Nicaragua, but for refueling, it had stopped in Europe, in France. And they were surprised to see all Indians there, and then all the young Indians, and they become suspicious. And then they started asking questions and then turned that plane back to India. So, yes, uh, we have good thing, good name, and bad name. In America, it move many almost looks like the flood of CEO is happening here. Indian CEOs, everywhere you go, you find the CEOs are now all Indians. So we have a good name there, but at the same time, I just told you the story that if right now Mexican border is kind of open to America, and so people from the different countries are trying to enter through Mexico to America. They can enter it. They get caught by police. Police don't kill them. They simply arrest them, and then they do process. It takes 6 months, 8 months to process the paper, and then now you are in America. You cannot go back to India. So a lot of Gujarati and a lot of Punjabis, which who like to come to America, but they are not educated, they are using this process to come to America right now. And that is what those two plans were. So, yes, we have good name and we have bad names.
For the good name, Amarnathji, I still remember that Arizona State University is now being called Andhra State University, no?
Yes, there are a lot of Indians there. Yeah. Yeah, Arizona has pretty significant Indian population. They are also now, and Arizona, and politically, Arizona used to be a red state, and because of all the migration has happened to that state, now it has become a blue state. For many of you who don't understand what I mean by red state and blue state, let me explain to you. In American politics, there are only two political parties. One is Republican Party, and one is Democratic Party. Trump, former president, was from Republican Party, and Biden, who is the current president, he is from the Democratic Party. So there are only two party systems. I mean, there are here and there some small parties, but that doesn't count. The two party systems we have, and Republicans, they have a color of red. Their color is red, and Democrats have a blue. So many times we talk about red versus blue rather than talking about Democrat versus Republican. So what happens is that in many states, now, which used to be red state or Republican state, now as they industrialize and most people from the other countries are coming to America, their demography is changing, and as the demographic, because international people are more democratic in nature than the Republican. So basically, we say that, oh, this state is now changing. There are pakka blue states like New York State is a pakka blue state. Similarly, California is a pakka blue state. On the other hand, Texas is a pakka red state. So you see the
Uh,
Indian politics.
sir,
Amarnathji,
your
your voice is not
yes.
clear.
Okay, is it clear now? Maybe I was
Yeah,
not
yeah.
very close.
Now it is
Yeah.
clear.
Okay, sorry about that. So, did you guys hear, or I have to repeat?
Yeah, the last part we couldn't make out.
Okay, so I was talking about red versus blue state. So, red, there are two political, I'll summarize it again very short. So, we have two political parties here, Democratic Party and Republican Party. Current president is from the Democratic Party. Trump is from Republican Party. So, normally we alternate, sometimes they get two terms. And so Democratic parties considered their color is blue, So if you look at the party flag, it will be in the blue flag. So that is why Democratic Party is considered blue, and Republican is considered red. So sometimes, rather than using the political party's name, we talk about red versus blue fight. We don't say fight, election fight for the two, but we say red versus blue in general. So that is one thing. And then second thing I was talking about is that as the international population increase in any state, uh, gradually that state turns from red to blue, because international people, when they come to America, they tend to be more democratic in nature. So Democratic Party is more like a socialist party. You can call it in Indian context. Democratic Party, they like to come up with a plan which is more people friendly, poor people, less advantageous people. They want to bring a scheme for them. So for that matter, all the people who come from different countries, initially they get attracted to their ideas and ideology, and they start voting. When they become citizen, they start initially voting for Democratic Party. But as they grow in the scale of richness or money, they turn into Republican, because they find that, well, when you become the middle class, you are paying very high tax in this country, and if you are rich, you are even paying more. So as long as you are on the receiving end, you like to be a Democrat. But once you have to start paying heavy tax, you turn into a Republican. That is what is happening. Like all the doctors in this country, Indian doctors, they are all Republican. Engineers are 50-50. Those who are at the entry level of engineering career, they are all Democrats. But those who are very established, rich, they are all Republicans.
Oh, I see. Now I understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. It is also
So,
election year, by the way, in this country too. This is election year. And did you guys know that in the Republican Party, there is Nikki Haley? She is actually also in the race right now. There are three candidates. One is Trump, and then there is a Spanish guy. He is currently governor of Florida, so he is the second man. And Nikki Haley, she used to be the former governor of South Carolina state, and for many years. And she was also like UN representative for USA in the last election, last Trump tenure, and now she's fighting for the
but
Sir,
office
sir,
of.
sir,
she's
Amarnath
a
sir,
Punjabi.
Amarnath sir, Amarnath sir, Trump was disqualified. I came to know he cannot fight. News I hear over here.
No, no, no. That's until it is not. Those cases are. They have not debarred him right now.
No,
Until that is done.
the Indian
Yeah,
news I have listened that
yeah,
Trump
yeah.
cannot fight the
Those.
election.
There are. That's what they are saying. That he has to face 100 lawsuits right now. He's every
Uh,
day in the court, and so that's what people are joking. Why you are fighting? Because you will be every day in the court, even if you become a president. Okay. So for your information, in this country, you can sue the government, you can sue the governor, you can sue the president, just like anybody else you sue. So they are not immune. That's why there are so many cases against him, and he's fighting every day right now. Of course, some are good and some are bad, some are biased, as everywhere. So election is also right now happening here. Like it is a 1 year election process. Let me tell you guys also a little bit about that. So for the presidential election, you have to become first a nominee of your party, and you cannot be simply the nominee as you wish anytime. Like in India, Congress party says that okay, uh, Bhuta Singh will be the presidential candidate. BJP says that Mr. X or Mr. Y will be the candidate. It doesn't work that way. Here, every for the to become a nominee of your party, there are two parties. So both parties right now, it is a 1 year of internal election process before the final general election. So final general election is going to happen in November 4th. Date is fixed this year. Every 4 years we have election. So date is fixed. November 4th is a general election for president and for others too. But right now, the process has begun from January 1st, where uh, both parties are choosing their candidate for the president, who should be their candidate. So last week, there was Iowa. It begins from the Iowa state. So Iowa state had decided who will be their candidate. Their first pick is that they have voted for Trump. So Iowa said that okay, Republican Party of Iowa decided that as a whole by internal election of only Republican Party voters that Trump is their pick. Similarly, in the Democratic side, of course, current President Biden is there, so he was picked. So now there is a next week is going to be election in New Hampshire state for both parties. So they are going to choose right now. So both parties are campaigning. All the candidates are campaigning there for their vote. So, like that, there are done for all the states. Initially, it is one state at a time. There are small 2, 3 states, and then after that, in one day there will be like 15 states. Another there will be another 15 states. So that is how you get selected by your voters of your party only. Then you become the candidate. Then there is a convention. Then they say what is their policies, what they are going to do, and all that kind of thing, and both parties. And then in the general election, you go and vote.
Yes, sir.
So,
Namaste, Dhaneshwar
Pankaj
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, Pankaj ji, we have
Please unmute, sir. Dhaneshwar sir. It's the first time you joined, sir. So please say something.
yeah,
Dhaneshwar sir,
he
please
is on
unmute.
mute. He is on
Yeah,
mute.
he is in mute. Yeah, please unmute yourself, Dhaneswarji, if you are
Please
listening
unmute,
us.
sir. Dhaneshwar sir. Please unmute. Unmute, sir. Dhaneshwar sir, please unmute. It's a mic. Please.
Okay, okay. Can you hear
Yeah, yeah.
now?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
So welcome, Dhaneshwar ji. I think we would like you to say something.
Actually, currently I am in UK, Manchester. I am electrical engineer from BHU IT, and I am working in a Siemens Energy over here in this country for the last 15 years.
Oh, very nice to have you here in our group. You're
Welcome.
aware. So in this group, we have, mixture of young people and experts. So we'd like to invite you as an expert in this group because the young people will be having questions and they need to understand things. So they'll be asking you questions. They ask questions to us and we answer, try to make
That's
them
fine.
understand things.
If anything I can add to the value, that will be my pleasure.
Yeah. So you're in Siemens Energy, which deals with what actually?
We are doing the renewable projects, engineering of the large wind farm projects. So they are nowadays putting the offshore wind farm in the inside the sea, say 50, 70, 100 kilometers inside the sea, and from there we are trying to bring the power to the grid connection and giving the power to the society. So our job is to just do the complete re-engineering of the how the power is generated from there and how it is connected to the grid connection. So that is our basic job for offshore and onshore grid connection. One wind farm is normally 500, 600, 700 megawatt wind farm project is there. Quite large wind farms.
Oh my gosh! But so this similar thing cannot be done in India also.
It can be done definitely, but it needs a lot. Nowadays, actually, India going currently more in the sun renewable from the sun energy, solar energy. So, but there is a large seabed offshore area for India, which is a big future for India for the renewable in wind farm. Currently, they are only doing some onshore wind farm in Rajasthan or some Tamil Nadu and here and there. So potential, so much potentially there in India, but so they have not started in the offshore side. So offshore side is biggest potential in India as well.
Do you think Siemens can go there and sell
Yeah, why
their?
not? Why not?
Yeah, because India is
Siemens,
open to all the international companies right
no,
now. They are
Siemens is
asking it.
globally doing globally, not only in India. He's doing the
Right.
in America and in the whole Europe. Siemens is doing it. So it's nothing like that. If the government has a proposal and plans, then Siemens will definitely help it.
Very good.
But did you say
Yeah.
this wind farm is located 100 kilometers from the shore? Is it?
Yes, it is. We are doing the full substation inside the sea, and from there it is connected to the turbines are installed in the vicinity of that platform, and from platform subsea cable comes to the onshore and connects to the grid. So there is a whole substation, big substation in the sea, and from that it comes to onshore. There is another substation which connects to the grid to the transformers and all the other accessory of the electrical systems.
So these windmills are located 100 kilometers away from the
Yes,
shore,
it
that
is.
doesn't hamper ship movement and all that.
No, no, they are already those areas are basically earmarked for their feasibility studies done for them there, and they are barricaded and they are not comes under the any navigation. So there is nav and everything in them. So there goes flashing light or all the symbolic things will be there. If any sea comes, you will notice from the long distance, and then you can understand that there's something in there. They will just bypass that.
So you said that it is almost like 500 megawatt. That is a very
Why on
big.
one platform we have done now currently what we are doing it the engineering being done is 1000 megawatt, two circuits,
Oh,
500 each.
oh, that's really very good. So there is a lot of potential in India then.
Yeah, one nowadays earlier it used to be 1.2 megawatt one turbine, and nowadays when I came here it was 3.6 megawatt, then changed to 6 megawatt, then it is 12 megawatt. Currently we are installing 16 single unit 16 megawatt.
Oh, that's very good actually.
Mm.
As you might have, I don't know whether you might have, India is now focusing on making nuclear reactors. So they
No,
are going to
nuclear is
add
everybody for as a base plant. Everybody will have to go for nuclear probably because fossil fuels will be running out, and because of the environment concern, nobody is. Everybody is having a tight pressure from the all over the world to phase out the fossil fuel plants like thermal
right.
power plants, coal-based plants.
Yeah. So
So
in fact,
other alternative is to have go for nuclear as a base plant. Currently in India, thermal power is a base plant, but now in the long term, it will be maybe a base plant will be a nuclear, and then they will have renewable plants for the running runoff plant, hydel plants, and solar plants, and all other plants will be there as a substitute for the renewable system.
yeah, I think you might have already heard by 2030, they want to add 14 gigawatt of nuclear power. Right now, we have got 8 gigawatt, and they are going to add 14 gigawatt more by 2030.
Yes, it could be because
Yeah.
now they know that nuclear power also, yes, apart from the accidental hazards, safety hazards, and all that they are there, but it's non-polluting. There is no pollution in that one, at least environmental pollution, as long as it operates under safety norms.
Right. But why is Britain not going for nuclear power?
They are also going. They are also putting some few nuclear already under built. There couple of nuclear plants are already there. They are under being built, but not to that
Oh,
scale. But they are putting some plants as well, because they already phased out all the fossil fuel plants. There is no coal plants existing in UK nowadays. They dismantled all
oh,
the fossil plants.
that's very good actually.
Oh, Malikji, so I have a question for you. I
Yes,
saw the news that Japan has uh, landed on moon yesterday.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
so, would you like to throw some light on that? What it means for the world and for Japan and for the uh, civilization?
No, right now the all the exercise which is being done by the different countries is basically have mechanisms for soft landing, and the Japanese one is there. There is a additional thing is there in the Japanese one. They have a solar power. They want to utilize solar power. Like, see, if you might have heard, the Indian satellite, which Indian rocket which went there, no, didn't have the solar power mechanism. So it had, but it wasn't all that good. So, but this one has a very good. It has to be run by the solar power. But it seems there is some difficulty. Today I was reading in the newspaper. So the aim is to first land there and make a colony or something like that. That is what all the countries are in the long run they are thinking. So so Japan has now become the fifth country to do so. So there are news are coming that it may work, may not work, things like that. But the soft landing part is complete. It was done very nicely. And the location wise, they are trying to figure out where the location is exactly. So they are doing it now. But solar power, there is some problem is there.
No, they getting the sun there? I don't think so.
Where?
At moon, are they getting sun to harass the solar energy there?
Yeah, yeah, it has landed where they can harness solar power because they want to have that system running for long time as compared to the Indian goal, which was only for 15-20 days. The Japanese one, they wanted to have the systems running for a long time, so they wanted to use the solar power. Yeah, of course, there is a solar power there, unless yes, it is there, and
Okay, so
this. Hello.
I don't know how it works. How solar is it that solar power might be giving through reflection only they will be getting it.
Yeah.
But I thought it's very cold there on moon.
No, it is on the other side. Is you see the one side which we don't see. No, there is a dark side, and as in case of Earth, so the moon. So the light is
Okay, so
there.
they also got day and night phenomena.
Yeah, of course, they do have the day and night. It is just so.
Okay, I
Yeah,
understand.
you must have seen when the Apollo landed, there was a shadow. You might have noticed that shadow was caused by the sun rays. When the Neil Armstrong, this photo which you see, you will be seeing there is a shadow when they are standing there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so the Japanese one is this is slightly more advanced than the Indian thing. Of course, in Indian newspapers, I found very small, 5-6 lines of news about the Japanese one. It is obvious. I mean, it's so, but they are also trying to do. So it was a successful launch, actually. I think. Let us see
Yeah,
what
they have
happens.
already landed. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, you summarized it exactly. That's what they were. I was watching the BBC, and
Yes.
BBC was showing that picture and pretty much summarized what you just said.
Yes.
There are concerns.
Just as a curiosity, this group people are living in different parts of the world, or from where this group belongs to? Basically, just want to just curiosity. I want to know.
Yeah,
Well,
Pankaj ji, why don't you brief him? Why don't you brief him? Yes.
yeah, Pankaj, go ahead and do that.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
there?
Actually, yes, sir.
No, I
Actually,
just want to
sir.
know what where this group people are. They are different people are different. I think probably they are from different parts of the world, or they are, mostly they are from India.
Maybe no, we are from different part of the world, but maybe we should do a little introduction for Jhaji. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
That,
think Pankaj is a little bit. So I'll explain to you. So basically, Pankaj is the main initiator. He is the pioneer of these ideas that he really wanted to start a mentoring program for Indian professionals
mm-hmm.
who are not very good in speaking English. So
Mm-hmm.
a few years back he reached out to a few people in the United States, and with his effort, he was able to find few people who was willing to talk to this group. So he
Mm-hmm.
established this group few years back, and then people from different countries have joined. I am from USA, for example, but I joined only like last year. This is going on. Pankaj has been doing this for several years now, and there are people from Canada. There are two, three people from your country, UK, also joins. Malik
Okay.
Ji, Malik Ji is international expert. He has worked in India and retired now from Hava Atomic Research Center, and he has traveled all over the world. So
Mm-hmm.
and he spends almost half of his time in United States every year because his son is here now. So so it
So
is
Malik, what is initial name of Malik? Your first name of Malik?
My name is Chaturanan Mallik.
Okay. So
I stay in
I think
Kolkata.
better tell your initial name, introduce yourself initial name rather than your surnames. Be like that. Call it by your initial names, first names.
sure.
Yes.
So, so Chaturanandji, you are currently in US. Basically, you are
No,
saying.
no. I'm currently now in Kolkata.
Okay.
So yeah, right now I'm in Kolkata,
Okay.
and
Okay. Good.
I'm basically an accelerator physicist.
Okay.
I was the head of the cyclotron here in Kolkata. We have one cyclotron and one superconducting cyclotron, which was there in Kolkata. So I was heading that. And now I'm more interested in trying to popularize science. So this is one platform which I'm part of, but
Yeah.
we are still thinking how to make this platform grow. We have from UK, we have Saraj Jha also is a member of this. So he
I
gives
don't
us,
know.
I
Saraj
do
Jha,
not
what
know.
is doing there?
Saraj Jha, he's a counselor in London, and recently I saw in one of the newspaper he was photographed with your prime minister Rishi Sunak.
No. Okay.
Oh, so he is basically industry minded person, so he gives that perspective.
Okay. That's great. And
So
Amarnath ji,
yeah,
where are you from?
I am also from India, but I have been in United States for last 40 plus years, and my background is in semiconductor research development and high volume manufacturing. I
Okay.
primarily worked for IBM for many years, for 15 years, and then another 15 years for Intel, and then few years in between for other people in the semiconductor industry. So I have pretty much been in the semiconductor industry all my career,
Okay.
research and development of latest technology, uh, and then later on technology transfer in manufacturing.
So basically, you are from the electronics background, electronics and communication background.
Yes, I mean basically semiconductor is now we have semiconductor is more. Yes, he- uh,
Okay.
yeah, you can call it that way.
Good. Good to hear from you. Om Prakash ji.
Good evening, sir. Myself is Om Prakash Jha. Right now I am living in India in Pune. I am from the Bihar, and my education is a diploma engineer. Right now I am working in the 2 years old company, Ericsson company.
Very good.
So yes,
Which
sir.
part
So
of
I
India you are? Are you from Darbhanga or Madhubani? Which
sir,
part?
sir, Darbhanga from the nearby the seven from far from the 7 kilometer, Ladari Gaon.
Ah, okay, okay.
Nadari,
So I got my sasural is also in Darbhanga, but it is around 40 kilometers from Darbhanga towards the near Benipur.
okay,
I
okay,
have
okay.
a joke to share with you guys about Darbhanga. Okay, so
Dwarbhanga, Dwar.
Darbhanga is my sasural too, and Mallik ji is my village friend. We are from the same village in Madhubani. Okay, it's called Sirpati, and we are four close friends. Mallik ji, me, one of his Srinath Thakur. He also lives in Calcutta. He was in HEC Ranchi on the very high post, and then there is a one Dr. Manoj Jha. He's a philosophy professor in Darbhanga. I think he retired recently. He was as head of the department of university,
Mm.
and we four have our ladies coming from Darbhanga. So we call the Darbhanga is a mine of good ladies.
Good
So,
humor.
Golden ladies. If you want golden ladies, you have to marry Darbhanga.
So,
Yeah, girls are
Dhaneshwarji, you're from
girls are
which
very
village?
good from Darbhanga.
Dhaneshwarji, you're from which village?
I am not. My house is not in Darbhanga. My house is in Motihari in Champaran district. So,
Okay,
but all my
okay.
relatives are in Darbhanga. My son has also recently married in sorry Samastipur. Myself married in Darbhanga, and so many relations are there in Darbhanga.
But do you
You're
speak
interested.
Maithili? Do you speak
Yes, of
Maithili at
course I
home?
do. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
So Dhaneshwarji, for your information, I got married in Motihari.
Oh, that's the other way
N-
around. Which
nine,
village? Which part of
19
Motihari?
Motihari is town itself, 1979. But
Okay.
yeah, my close friend, one of my close friend is from Dhamora village in
Dhamora in Betia, near Betia.
right, right.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm trying to find his telephone number. If I can find, you can help me. That would be great. I don't know. In college, we went together, but we got disconnected after that.
But nowadays, social media, there are a lot of we also get it a lot of old friends through social media. If you try to search it out.
Yeah, yeah. I think you are right. I will try to search.
Hmm.
And Dhaneshwarji, my son, he stays in UK in Hull, Hull, Hull.
Ah, yeah, I know Hull
That is
University.
nearer to your Manchester.
It's not very nearer, but 2 hours from here.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah. So you,
So what is doing your son? Is he studying or is working there
no, he is doing PhD in data science and artificial intelligence.
at Hull University?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my very close friend was from Hull University. He had not done PhD. Rahul from Motihari, but here I think nowadays he's gone to US with he's staying with his wife in US.
Okay. Okay. So how
I
long
have
you
been
have
many
been
times
in
to Hull
UK?
because when he was there in Hull, I used to go Hull quite frequently. But last 1.5 year, I have not been there.
So how long you have been in UK? You are already a citizen of UK, is it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. So you plan to stay all your life there in?
No, no, no. I have to. Maybe I'm going to retire in couple of years. Maybe by 2026 July. So probably my family not staying here. I'm normally mainly staying on alone when my wife comes and go. Basically, my home, I got a house in Noida, so my whole family is there in Noida only.
Okay.
My
No,
daughter was there in Bangalore, but recently my daughter and son-in-law has shifted to California. Now they are working in California.
Okay. No, it would be nice when you come to India, you can start your project of having this windmill in India too.
Yes, I'm looking to start a consultancy service sort of thing, so that we can impart my experience and knowledge to the industry. If it can help to the India. Okay.
Very nice. So
Very nice of you.
also Dhaneshwarji, his one son is London and his another son is in California, in San Jose area, Fremont. So Malikji's son. So if you
Okay.
guys, any of you who are on the who are here, you if you guys travel California, we have connection. I am in Princeton, New Jersey. So you are welcome to uh, contact me if you happen to travel to this part of the world.
That's good. We are planning to travel to visit my son-in-law and my daughter, maybe sometimes in March, April.
Yeah, so Malikji's son is in Fremont, California, San Jose area, and
Hmm.
there is a Mithila group there, as you know. If everywhere there is bunch
Yeah,
of
I heard from
people.
my heard from son-in-law. So there is a
Yeah,
active group there
yeah. So they are very active there.
because my son-in-law is in San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean it's the same group is the same because there is no not too much distance
Yeah, I've
by
seen they are
car. Yeah,
quite active, and they got regular get together and
yeah,
very nice. Uh,
yeah. How long your son-in-law has been in this country now, USA?
I think they have moved in last August.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, so tell him about if they happen to come to this side for business or whatever. We also have a network on this side, East Coast. We, for again for all of you, we also represent the United States has two part like East Coast and West Coast. So New
Hmm.
York is the center of East Coast, and of
Okay.
course California, San Francisco, and LA is the center of the West Coast. So many times we say East Coast, West Coast. 5 hours
Okay.
of flying time between the two.
Okay. That's great. And Pankaj, what Pankaj is doing?
Yes, sir. My name is Pankaj Kumar Jha, sir, and I have
Mhm.
done MBA Finance from Symbiosis Pune, and I am
Okay.
doing as an accounts finance manager in Pune.
Okay. Very good.
Yes, sir. And last 3 years, we are trying to do something. So, like every Saturday regarding science session, we live every Saturday 9 to 10 p.m. And every day morning 6 to 7 a.m. we live regarding practice English.
That's good. Very good.
I,
So
yes, sir. This
most
is
of
the
the
best.
members are basically you are saying from Mithila group.
Yeah, it is mainly a Mithila group. You can say it, but it's open to everybody. But looks like
I get
Yes,
it.
yeah,
I like
uh,
Brenda live from Mexico. So it's not a compulsory for only Maithili people. Yes, sir.
the whole idea is to practice English,
Yes,
and
yes, sir.
then the idea was that we need from some people from English speaking countries. Of course, we all have accent. We cannot change that, but at least we know the culture. And young professionals, when they want to go to America, England, Canada, so it will be nice if there are people from those countries who come and talk here about those countries and give knowledge to Indian professionals. That's the whole point.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so we have to grow it. So when you go to Noida, popularize it. We want with this. I mean, we wanted a day for kids, but we don't have kids. There is only one or two kids show up. So it is becoming more of a adult professionals discussion group right now. But uh,
No, it's a good platform. I think it's a very good
uh,
platform, and sharing the knowledge and sharing the views.
yeah,
So,
it's
so
we are open on everything. We talk about everything what is going on in India or outside or whatever going on. And then Malik ji mainly chairs science topics for students. uh,
mhm.
he is the kind of main mentor for the answering the scientific questions.
Okay, very good. No, it was really nice to be a part of this group.
Yeah,
And
please come and also try to spread the words, because this is Swanta Sukhai. There is no interest, and everybody is just volunteering, which is a culture we need to develop in India. Volunteerism is, I see, United States, people when they retire, or even otherwise also, in at workplace, volunteering is considered a very good thing here.
yeah,
And
Harald, in our office also, there is a, if you are doing volunteering, will get a half day leave, or they ask the line manager, and they will give you extra time for you for that. So
yeah,
it's very actively considered volunteering if you are doing some
yeah,
social work and society business or any other thing, which is a
and yeah, and in this country also it is highly valued in the two ways. First thing, like he said, that if you volunteer, then you can get time off from your work. And second one, of course, you still get paid at your work. Nobody deduct your pay if you are volunteering.
yes.
But for volunteering hours which you have done, you can even get a tax deduction at the end of the year. When you file the tax, suppose
Mm-hmm.
you did 40 hours of volunteering altogether in a year. So in
Mm-hmm.
tax year, when you go to do the tax, like very soon will be April 1st is the day for tax here in United States. You can say that, okay, you can produce the accumulative hours, how many hours you have volunteered. You can give detail on that one, and then you can deduct so much money for that volunteering
That's
from the
great.
tax. So you have to pay less tax.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but it was really good
Yeah,
knowledge,
yeah,
and
yeah. It is a
I
capitalist country, so here every incentive, there is incentive for all the good things.
yeah, no, I will look for that if there is any such plan exists in this country.
Yeah,
So maybe if it in the US, probably it may be here as well. I will check it.
should be, because basically they copy each other, right? Those capitalist countries.
Yeah, most of the rules and regulations are similar to US and UK. Or similar rules are there because US was also under the UK for a long time.
Yep, yep, yep. We all know that. 13 colonies.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, Pankaj, what is time now? I think we have gone overboard today.
Yes, sir. Now 10:53.
Okay, so I guess
It's
uh, time for you guys also to go and have dinner, and time for me to
yes,
see what is for lunch.
uh,
Okay,
yes,
for
sir.
me it's not a problem. It's evening only, but it's a good. Thank you
Yes, sir.
again
During
for
the
inviting me.
dur,
And
do yes, sir. During the meeting, I have done my dinner. Parallelly two work done.
Wow. So you are smart. You kill two birds, huh? Very nice.
okay
All right.
Okay
then.
then.
Okay.
Okay
Good
then.
night. Good
Good night
morning.
and
Good
good day to
bye bye.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye,
Okay.
sir.
Okay,
Good
sir. Okay.
understand,
Bye
sir.
bye. Okay. Okay, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay जी आज तो लंबा खिंच गया